He found an old ship in the desert. It said, "Good to serve you again, Admiral." 500 years late. The desert stretched out in all directions like an ocean of gold, its dunes shifting endlessly under the harsh twin suns. Sand hissed against his boots with every step, and heat shimmered in the air so intensely that the horizon looked like molten glass. Dane Trellis had been wandering for 3 days, searching for salvage. The old war had left wreckage scattered across his world. Scorched tanks, shattered walkers, rusting husks of air skiffs, but nothing of value. That was until he saw it. Half buried in the sand was a jagged, metallic shape unlike any of the relics he had found before. Its hull was dark silver, smoother than any human craft he'd ever seen, and completely unmarked by corrosion. The wind had uncovered just enough for him to see the curve of a bow and the faint glint of a symbol etched into its surface, a star flanked by wings. Something about it sent a shiver down his spine. He approached slowly, brushing away sand with his gloved hand. The moment his palm touched the hull, a soft vibration pulsed beneath the metal, as if the ship was alive. A hiss of escaping air startled him. A seam appeared along the side, splitting open to reveal a narrow ramp. Dane's instinct screamed to back away, but curiosity rooted him in place. The ramp descended until it touched the sand. Then, from deep in the shadowed interior, a voice spoke, smooth, feminine, and impossibly clear. "Good to serve you again, Admiral Trellis. My apologies. I am 500 years late." Dane's mouth went dry. He had no title, no military rank. And his family name, well, it wasn't exactly famous. "You've got the wrong man," he said cautiously. The voice replied without hesitation. Visual confirmation engaged. Biometrics match. Genetic profile. 99.87% probability of Admiral Cale Trellis. "Welcome aboard, sir." The ship's interior lights flickered to life, illuminating a sleek passageway lined with silver panels. It didn't look like any human design he knew. Dane swallowed hard. Cale Trellis was my ancestor. A long, long time ago. "Yes," the voice said. "We departed on your order. I failed to return within the intended cycle. The mission delay was regrettable." Something stirred in Dane's chest, a mix of awe and unease. He had grown up hearing stories about Admiral Cale Trellis, the legendary fleet commander who vanished during the War of the Rift. No one knew where he went. No one knew what happened to his flagship. And now, somehow, Dane was standing in front of it. "What are you?" he asked, stepping cautiously up the ramp. "I am the Vigilant Dawn, long-range command vessel of the 7th Fleet. Core AI designation, Lyra." The interior was pristine, untouched by time. The walls hummed faintly with power, and the air smelled faintly of ozone and something green, like a forest after rain. "You have aged," the AI said. He blinked. "I'm not him. Not Cale. I am aware of generational drift," Lyra replied calmly. "But you are Trellis blood. That is enough. I am bound to serve." Dane felt an unexpected pull, not just from the mystery of the ship, but from the way the AI spoke. Not mechanical. Not cold. Almost familiar. "What happened to you?" he asked. There was a pause. Mission log corrupted. Hull breach events multiple. Hostile engagement with rift-borne entities confirmed. System recovery required. Her voice lowered, almost as if it were a confession. "I failed to protect the Admiral. He ordered me to retreat. I searched for 5 centuries. The words hit him strangely. It wasn't just a ship reporting an event. It was grief. I don't even know how you're still running, Dane admitted. Ships like you shouldn't survive a decade in the desert, let alone 500 years. This hull was not forged on Earth, Lyra said simply, and I was waiting for you. He hesitated, staring at the captain's chair in the center of the bridge. Dust-free, waiting. Why me? Because the blood remembers, Lyra said, and because the war isn't over. The words froze him. The war ended centuries ago. No, Lyra corrected. It simply moved beyond human eyes. The Riftborn are still out there. I have tracked their echoes across dark space. Without a commander, I could not act. Something deep inside Dane told him that if he stepped into that chair, there would be no turning back. He'd go from scavenger to something else entirely. What if I refuse? He asked quietly. Then I will wait another 500 years, Lyra said. But the enemy will not. Her tone wasn't threatening. It was matter of fact. And somehow that made it worse. Dane looked around the bridge. His hand brushed the arm of the chair, and 1,000 tiny lights rippled across the controls, like the ship was breathing. Maybe it was madness. Maybe it was destiny. But when he finally sat, the chair adjusted to him as if it had been waiting all along. Command authorization accepted, Lyra said, her voice almost warm. Welcome home, Admiral. Engines that hadn't roared in half a millennium came alive beneath him. The sands outside shifted as the vigilant dawn lifted into the sky, rising toward the stars. Dane gripped the armrests as the desert fell away. Somewhere far above, beyond human space, something waited, something his ancestor had fought and failed to destroy. And now, 5 centuries late, the ship that loved him was taking him to finish the fight.